Hey guys, welcome. Josh, Bird's Eye Tech. Today we are going to be making some parts for an airplane. I have a good buddy, DJ. He's currently building a plane. It's a Rans S21. It's a backcountry bush plane, two-seater, I believe. And he wasn't happy with how the stock parts to hook up the rudder cables and pulleys were set up. So he designed the part in CAD and sent it over to me and asked me to make it for him. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I have the stock already cut out and we're going to get stuff loaded up in the machine. I have a couple new tools that I had to purchase to make this work, one of which being a 1/4-inch end mill long reach reduced shank. So you can see it here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but basically I have to reach pretty far down to take out some material in the middle. And I don't want to be rubbing against the walls. So we're using this to hopefully be able to accomplish that. So we'll get this loaded up into a tool holder. I also had to purchase a number 12 drill. I did a carbide one, it's the first carbide drill to do the holes and everything in it. So yeah, should be a fun little project, and we'll get going on this. So first thing that we're going to do, come over on the workbench, and we're going to get this tool loaded up into a holder. Just realized I'm going to have to run inside and go grab my piece to tighten this down. So I will be right back with that. I don't think I have that up here. These are new tool holders, and I didn't have the right wrench to tighten it down, and I think I left it on my desk. So be right back. I thought I left it on my desk in there. So yeah, we're off to a great start today with trying to find these. You always try to figure out and have all your tools ready before you start a project. This was the one thing that I overlooked. Go figure. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find it. Okay, back, found them. A little embarrassing, but hey, it's part of the deal. So, yep, so this is the wrench that I was looking for. It's a special one to be able to tighten down these narrower collets. So. There we go, nice and snug. Put that up here so I don't lose it again. There we go. Cool. So now we have that in the holder, BT30 holders. And we're all set with that. So and then I already loaded up my drill. So number 12, it's in a drill chuck. So we'll get this in there. So what we're gonna have to do is get everything set up in the machine with the tool setter, so that way the links are correct, because these are brand new tools, so they're not currently loaded into the machine. So we're gonna hop over to the console here. I haven't referenced anything yet, so we'll go ahead and reference everything. Almost done, there we go. And then we're in here, we're just gonna blow this all off. We'll have to get the machine all set up and everything as well. Good enough for now. And I have a new camera in here, the GoPro. So we should be able to get some closer up views of stuff once we start going with this. So tool setter in place. One of these days I will actually get the hard mount for the tool setter done. I had other projects I've been working on, so I haven't had a chance to do that quite yet. Come back over to the console. I'm going to go Pro BTS, ETS setup, and we're going to go ahead and reference the spindle or the tool setter one more time. There we go. So spindle reference, okay. There we go. So now we're referenced on that. And now I'm going to pull up our offsets tab, and we have our tools. So I'm going to quickly pull up my setup sheet and see the tool number that I need. I'm just doing this on my phone. I have all digital setup sheets and everything. So first one we're going to do is going to be our drill. So that's going to be tool 2005. So we come down here and go 205. There we go. We'll give this a name. We're going to call it number 12 drill 2 flute. And carbide. Press enter. There we go. And we'll go ahead and load in the drill. There we are. All right, and we'll go move and set tool length. Oh, and I forgot that I have this thing. Because I haven't saved the actual spot yet, for the tool setter, it goes all the way up to the top every time I tell it to go. Once I get that in there, I can avoid that. And there we are. So now you can see over here under the length, come back to console, under our length, we now have a length in there. So that works. And we'll hop over to ATC and we'll say store current tool. Sweet. So next we need to add in, oh, we need to do a long spot drill on this one also. So I need to get that loaded up. So then we're going to call up now down here, tool 13, go back over to offsets. This is going to be our 1/4 inch. And we'll just go flute, reduce. This is a little tiny weird keyboard, so sorry for the typos. There we go. And then it's a 1/2 inch, 0.5 inch. I keep it in the home button. Depth of cut. So it's a 0.5 1/2 inch depth of cut, but the usable, because it has the reduced shank, the usable is actually 1 1/8 inch distance. So that's kind of cool. So we'll load this in. There we go. And now press enter on that so it saves it. Diameter 0.25. And set tool length. Audio near silent, just left channel. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can get that fixed for you guys. All right, how's this audio-wise? Is that any better for you? Let's see if I can figure out why it's doing. Hello, hello, hello. Check, check, check. How's this audio-wise? Is that better? I just turned it way up. And I don't know why it's only coming out of the left channel. Mono, here we go. There, that should have fixed it. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me know if the audio level is better now. All right, cool. So we have our lengths for this one now for tool 13. That's great. And we're gonna hop over here to ATC again and store this tool. And now we're going to go ahead and grab our the long spot drill. So I believe I'm using a 14 spot drill. We're using 1/4 inch long, 90 degree spot drill. There we go, found it. So bought a whole bunch, bought a kit. Kind of funny, I actually did not realize how long they really were when I purchased it. That was just me not paying attention. And then they showed up and I went, wow, those are really long, but I actually have a use for them now. So that's cool. All right, cool. Glad the audio is better now for you guys. Sorry about that. It's only the 3rd live stream I've done, so still getting used to how this all works. I'll throw this here. So BT30, I'm just using collets for these, ER20 collets. So just got that thrown in there. And I don't need this that long, so we're gonna kind of suck it up in there a little ways just so it's not crazy. And we're gonna tighten that down. There we go. Cool. So we have our nice long spot drill. So we'll get this thrown in the machine and touch this off also. Back over to our offsets tab. We're now tool 14. And where I'm getting all this, I don't know how well you guys are going to see this. This is my setup sheet. So my tool numbers are listed over here for what I need. So we've already loaded tool 205, which was that number 12 drill. Tool 13, which was the long reduced shank 1/4 inch end mill. And then now we're on tool 14, which is our 90 degree spot drill, 1/4 inch. So I'll type in our info here. So we're gonna go long spot drill, 0.25, 2 flute, 90 degree. I'll hit enter, and now we'll move and set tool length. And then there's a bunch of other tools that are in the tool changer right now. So go ahead and pull those out. All right, there we are. Perfect. So we now have a length in there, which is what we need. And we should be ready to rock and roll on all this. Cool. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is actually remove some tools out of the tool changer. I really just need, I believe, tools 5, 13, 14, and 205. And tool 10. So I believe 5's in there, 10's in there. We're going to pull number 1 out. Oops. Actually, cancel that. We'll store current tool. Now we'll remove tool 1. Oh, it thinks we actually removed it already, even though we did not. So, I haven't done this before. I have to figure out how to get it back in there. We'll just do this. Tool 1, insert, although it's not. See, you guys are learning with me because I have not done this before. So we're gonna forward. All right, so I just put tool 5 in the holder. I'm not sure why. Oh, because it doesn't think that. I'm just gonna have to manually pull that out. So we'll go back, store this current tool because we do need tool 5. So I got punchy on the buttons and didn't make sure stuff was in the right spot. So we'll just go to tray load position. And tray reverse. There we go. I'll manually just yank this one out. There we go. Perfect. No more tool 1. Okay. So now 510 we need, 103 we don't. So we're going to pull 103 out. And 201 we don't need. For if any of you guys that are watching, if you have your own machines, do you guys just leave all your tools in there in between runs, or do you pull stuff out if they're not being used on the current job? I'm curious what you guys think on that. Let's see, I don't believe I need number 6. Nope, so we'll move number 6. And then number 11, I don't believe I need number 11 either. And then we should be fine on the rest of that. Last one, and we'll start getting everything actually set up on the table. Okay, cool. There we go. I think we're good on that now. So what we're going to do now, main menu, G54 this, just because I know we're in that for all of these. And now we're going to go ahead and start setting up the table to accept our stock. Get this out of the way. So I'll basically just be using one set of vices for this. So the way I'm going to be holding on to it, the material, the stock, is actually really small. So here, I'll grab this for you. So our stock, it's 1 inch by 1 inch square. For the part that we're running today, the length is 1.35 inches for the stock, and then it'll get cut down from there. So the parts are actually pretty tiny. So the way I'm going to hold on to this is just with these mod vices, and I'm just going to grab them with the Mighty Bite, and then each orientation I'll be able to hold on to it just using those. So should just be able to use the one, and we'll just have to obviously get them a lot closer so I can hold on to it correctly. I will probably move the Mighty Bites to the center of the vise, so the little actually pieces that hold on to it, just so that way it doesn't try to twist as much when we lock that down. So, and this is the very first run on this part, so we're going to be kind of experimenting as we go with it. But I think I have all the cam stuff set up correctly. And I will have a video coming out a little bit later explaining like the cam process and kind of what I was doing with that. So I should be able to put it right there and get, so now I have to hold on to it this way at some point. So we're going to have to actually use that hole there. Actually, this first up, we're holding on to the material this way. So I'm going to actually remove this set of holes as well, or plugs. I'm not going to go too tight on these yet. Just going to tighten this down though so I can get that Mighty Bites out. Like I said, I'm going to move these to the center on both of them just to allow it to be more centered up when you grab them. Little piece of aluminum chip in there. There we go. There's chips inside this hole too. Hit it with some air. Oh, that thing's really in there. Just another one in. Of course, somebody's calling me right now. Thing is definitely wedged in there. I'm just gonna grab another one and try not to throw stuff around the garage. I think I have some of those. I guess that's a, oh, left, other set. I'm just going to pull one off of another side over here that we're not using. I'm not sure why that one won't come out. Oh man, that one's not coming out either. Find one eventually we can use. There we go. My guess is, since it's the back side of it, they, it's getting shoved forward or towards the rear when you tighten stuff down. So it's probably just biting into the actual soft jaw itself a little bit. And because of that, it won't come out. So I'll probably have to use some type of a tool or something to get that out later. But for now, we're just gonna do it this way. Improvise. Okay, so taking a look at my first setup sheet. So we're gonna be holding on to it like this. And I already went through and cleaned up all of the edges of these after cutting them. Loosen this up, slide it back so it'll fit. There we go. And we'll tighten this down. There it is. Sit nice and flat in there. Perfect. All right, so next we'll go ahead and get our probing done. Wow, a bunch of comments. Just reading through these real quick, James. Yeah, I've done that a couple times, David, with the machine, thinking that there's a tool in there, and it really isn't. So, oh well. That's what's nice. The machine knows like what it needs and all that kind of good stuff. So we're gonna attempt to get GoPro camera going in here and actually have it working where it is able to do a live wireless feed to my computer. So We'll see how well it actually works during this operation, this cutting operation. It's also a GoPro, so they tend to die quickly, but we'll see what happens. So I'm just getting it connected real fast. Give me just a second. I had it turned off to save battery. Almost done. Well, while it's connecting, we'll just go ahead and get the probing done. So for this, I have it doing top of stock and dead center. So we're going to touch off all four corners. The reason for that is just to make sure it's nice and centered in the part. Let's see. So we're going to come over to our console. Probing, rectangular. We're going to do find center, set origin. So get this in place. There we go. And find center, set origin. Oh, and tool 99. Can't tell you how many times I've done that. There we go. So now we have our origin there. Now we'll come up and get the top of our stock set. Probe Z, set origin. There we go. Okay. And we'll pull the probe out. There we go. All right, we're gonna attempt to do the GoPro now. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, we have a GoPro. However, it is upside down. So let's see if I can flip that. Of course, it wasn't flipped when I checked it earlier, so I don't know why it is now flipped all of a sudden. Aspect ratio thing, but resolution, well, this is kind of annoying. If anybody knows how to rotate footage in OBS Studio, let me know. Then we'll go back to that real quick. Just super quickly see if I can Google that. Transform for horizontal. Aha. Hey, look at that. Now we're talking. Okay, sweet. So I bring in this other shot, we'll just make it smaller. Like I said, guys, I'm learning all this as I go, so hopefully it's all worth it in the end. But if that little box gets annoying or something, just let me know and I can turn it off. So that one got flipped also. There. Okay, well, we'll give that a go. See what happens. All right, so we're ready to load up our file. Go file this 21 bracket and op1. There we go. Okay, cool. So I'll close this up and we're gonna hit go. So this is the first run of the program, so we're gonna just kind of walk it all in nice and slow like. I think I got everything set. Just confirm everything's nice and tight. Yep. And you can see our tool path here. Here we go, cycle start. And spindles removed, or probes removed. Good with that. So now we're gonna come in and it's gonna do the chamfer run, the outside edge of it. And spot drill for our holes. hopefully I don't break it. This is the only drill bit I have this size. So we'll see how this goes. Sorry, it's all loud. The compressors are running. Awesome. So there we go. Part 1 done. Or option 1 done. Awesome. So there we go. Part 1 done. Or option 1 done. Grab my power boost. So it's supposed to be 595.
So it's supposed to be 595, and we're 599.
I was on a little bit of an angle actually, so. 5975. That's pretty darn close. Our overall length should be
pretty darn close. Our overall length should be
1.25 or 1.27, so then 2 thou on that.
Or 1.27, so then 2 thou on that.
This should be 0.67, and we're 0.668, so within 2 thou on that. Awesome. So within 2 thou on everything.
668.
I like. Sounds good, James. Have a good night, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay, cool. So I'm happy with those. So what we're going to do now is pull it apart and flip it and set it up for op 2.
Pull it apart and flip it and set it up for op 2.
So op 2 is basically, we're just going to be flipping this part, taking off the hat, and then doing the chamfer around the outside edge.
Flipping this part,
we did on this one.
Taking off the hat, and then doing the chamfer around the outside edge, like we did on this one.
I'm going to have to pull this out real quick and then move it over.
Pull this out real quick and then move it over.
That way so I don't knock it off into the chip tray.
Knock it off into the chip tray.
Again.
Let's do it again.
Definitely just sprayed myself with that.
Definitely just sprayed myself with that.
Should have left the caps in. Oh well.
Should have left the caps in. Oh well.
Get them close, and we'll get our part in there.
Get them close. Get our part in there.
So we're going to be sitting like this time.
This time.
I'm just going to keep my hand or pressure pushed on the front of that.
Just gonna keep my hand pressure pushed on the front of that.
Just slide that a little further forward.
Slide that a little further forward.
I need to cut out another set of soft jaws for this to,
I need to cut out another set
so I
of
don't have to
soft
use
jaws
90
for
bites
this
on
to-
everything.
So I don't have to use 90 bites on
going.
everything. I want to get this going.
Cool. Got that in there.
Cool.
All right, so for this one, we're going to be probing it. We're going to be probing down into the bottom, actually where it's sitting, and then around the top, so it's all centered up again.
Where it's sitting, and then around the top, it's all centered
I did measure the stock, and it is all very, very close. So by doing corners around the top, it should get me in the location I need.
Corners around the top, it should get me in the location I need.
So go ahead and touch off Z first.
Go ahead and touch off Z first.
Go. Find Z. Oh, $12.99 again. I always forget.
$12.99 again. I always forget.
There we go. Down, get it in position 4. The center. Raise up to the top, and then come over to the console, do a G0, X0, Y0. Did I type something in? There it goes. That looks nice and centered to me. Pull the probe out, not the part. I'll leave the part out. And then come back over here. We're going to load our op2 file. So as you can see, we're just going to be facing it off and then running that chamfer mill around the outside edge. So Away we go. Oh, 1299 is removed. And hit go. Cool. Facing's done. Now we'll come in with the chamfer mill. There we go. Cool. All right, sweet. So, op 2 of 3 is done. Oh man, I was on the console. Sorry, you guys didn't get to see any of that. My apologies. The joys of trying to do all of this. All right, so next, and this is our final operation for our op 3. Show you guys here. We're actually going to be standing the part up on end, as you can see here, because we need to now remove all that material from the center and then get that hole through the middle. So this is the op I'm most nervous about. We'll see how it goes. So should go okay, but you never know. It's the first time for everything. So we're going to pull the parts. Doesn't always go according to plan. Here, I'll try this off real quick. Show you what we have so far. So here's what we have so far. So the next operation is we're just going to take all this center material out, so that way we have a nice actual bracket with it. Real quick, I'm going to check and see how our thickness came out. So overall thickness should be 0.67, and we're 0.665. So 667. So we're 3 thousandths off, but we're not running this thing crazy fast, so I think I'll take it. And I was told tolerances aren't a massive deal anyway, so, or they don't have to be super tight. All right, so we'll load this in now. I think for the next one, I'm going to mill out the soft jaws first. I don't like how there's a little witness marks on this from tightening it down. So we'll call this one just my test piece, and then we'll get the proper one done after. Wife just got home. You hear the garage door opening. You'll probably hear a little girl come running in here in a minute. Okie. So this one, same thing. I have it choosing the center of our stock. So we're gonna load the probe in. And then the Z is still the bottom, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that. They don't know I'm live streaming, so they may say something funny. So apologize in advance if something interesting is said. I have to get this low enough so it hits the flat spots. Okay, that should be okay there. We'll check it. I'm gonna go find center. Once again, tool 99. Forgotten that all 3 times now. Hello. You want to come say hi to, I don't know, however many, probably not many people watching. Or not. Never mind. All right, tool 99 here. Yeah, to you.
Moving on with stuff. I was trying to think of a joke, but.
Oh, okay.
The camera wants it.
It's in here right now.
Oh, okay.
But now it's not.
Yeah!
Want to wave, Emma? This is my daughter, Emma. My wife, Noelle, who just ran off to the side. All right, so we're going to find center. It's confirming now. Okay, cool. So it should be good. We'll come up to the top, and we're gonna go tell it to find center. Both directions. There we go. Excellent. Both directions. There we go. Excellent. All right. Pull probe. Pull probe. And now. There we go. Set a button right here.
Ooh, cool. Can I control the camera?
Sure.
I gotta learn.
All right. So next we're gonna load up our final piece here. So like I said, this is the one I'm most nervous about. So it's just going to be going through this whole thing and yeah, slotting. So hopefully it's in there well enough. But yeah, here we go. Cycle start. cycle start. Now it's going to pull out the drill.
So fast, couldn't even hear.
And my daughter's having way too much fun with the camera. So if you see her in the corner. There's the spot drill. There we go. All done. Part finished. What? First one. Here we go. Pull the part off. My daughter's having way too much fun with this.
Way too much fun with this.
She's on spring break right now, so she's home.
She's on spring break right now, so she's home.
There we go. Part one done.
There we go. Part one done.
Left a little bit of extra there on the edge, but I'll clean that up. Put that a little bit of a file. So here's the final part. So I left a little bit of material here from when it pulled that out. So I think it was just too deep of a cut. So I'm gonna, Emma. Yeah, so I'll just have to file that a little bit, but I think overall it came out nice. So yeah, I'm gonna probably call that good for today on the live stream. I have a couple more of these to do. I'm gonna go ahead and mill out the soft jaws just to give down a nice little step down on those. And then that way, because you can see, I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but there's these little witness marks here from where the Mighty Bites grabbed onto it. And I just don't like the look of that. So I'm going to go ahead and make some actual soft jaws that these will fit in correctly. And then that way it gets rid of those witness marks. And yeah, overall, I think the tool pathing was good. I am going to change the step down for when it was slotting to get this centerpiece. I'm going to change that to a much shallower depth. I think I'm going to tell it to leave a little stock on the sides as well, and then it can come in and do finishing passes on that, and that should hopefully clear up these this little sharp edge on this edge or on the tops. Just because it looks like it was trying to push too much material out maybe, and it just kind of rolled it over. So if I do that, it should hopefully clean that up. But overall, definitely happy. Worked out well. Yeah, I think I'll keep working on these, and I'm going to put a little video together of making the rest of them, and a much shorter one and easy to watch. So keep a lookout for that. But go give Outbound300, my buddy DJ, go give his channel. There's a link in the description. Follow. His build process is going to be very cool. He's building it really quick too. I think they told him the kit was on average takes about 2 years to build, and he thinks he's going to have it done significantly faster than that. So yeah, go give him a follow and a like, and check out his build, and see you guys on the next live stream. Thanks for watching.